Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for the third round of Field of Greens AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am tournament from California. Anyway, without any further ado, let me load the golf program, and we'll take a look who's leading in the first round. And before we do that, we'll just review the top three in cup points. Ernie Els, Tiger Woods, McDonald Smith bunched on the top. Same two at the top, Ernie Els and Tiger Woods for money earned on the season. Ralph Goodall is in third place, followed by McDonald Smith in fourth. We tap on the schedule just as a short review. We have played the Kapalua Resort, Kapalua Invitational, won by Ernie Els at 18 under par. We played the Sony Open in Wailea, Honolulu. McDonald Smith won that at 17 under. The Australian Open last week we played, 2 weeks ago, Ralph Goodall 15 under in Melbourne, Australia. And last but not least, last week the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. Tiger Woods won 22 under. Here we're in the third round of Pebble Beach Pro-Am, Spyglass Hill Golf Club in California. Walter Hagen leading at 9 under par. Leaderboard, Walter Hagen, like I just mentioned, 9 under par, 133. 8 under, Webb Simpson. Tiger Woods, 7 under. Greg Norman, 7 under, and then a whole host of golfers at 6 and 5. Without any further ado, let's play the event. What we do here, if you're new to watching our presentation, we tee off and we wait until the final group, which is the threesome, Walter Hagen, Webb Simpson, and Greg Norman, are on the first tee, and then we highlight the TV golfers, and we watch them play in and see how they finish here in the third round as David Lando stops by. Okay, here we go. Let's play the round. We will pause it when Walter Hagen, Simpson, and Norman are on the first tee, and the two things you need to watch out for here is the leaderboard on the left and the recent replays on the bottom right, where they have spectacular shots that we can watch on replay. It's going to be a few minutes before anything changes on the leaderboard. Of course, the first groups off are the ones furthest away from the lead. Therefore, the leaderboard really doesn't change much. Once again, Hagen 9 under, Simpson 8 under, Greg Norman, Tiger Woods 7 under. Can Tiger Woods win for the second week in a row? We're going to find out. Nobody on the leaderboard is teed off as yet. There's 72 golfers, I believe. I discovered this on Thursday when I simmed the first 2 rounds. We usually sim the first 2 rounds to get the cut line and then watch the final 2 rounds after the cut is made. And I discovered that in the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, there is no cut. All 72 golfers that tee off play all 4 rounds. Billy Casper hit a ball from 35 yards out to within a foot, and Retief Goosen chipped it in from 25 yards there on the bottom right. Still, none of the top golfers have teed off, as we can see on the left-hand side of the screen. What I may do next week, so you don't have to watch this part of it, is do this off line, and then when I come on, we can go right to the golfers. And the first golfers are about to tee off here. Both Tom Weiskopf from 12 yards and Mark O'Mara from 13 yards have holed out. And the first golfers appear on the leaderboard. Byron Nelson on the course, he's 3 under. Seve Ballesteros chipped it in from 20 yards out. To let the golfers know, the guys that are watching this from Field of Dreams, Walter Hagen is on the team of Buckshot. If you're watching here, Buckshot, good luck. Webb Simpson, David Landau's golfer, is in second place. Greg Norman, I believe, is MVs. Let me check this. Greg Norman, no, it's Steve. Greg Norman belongs to the Lehigh Lizards. Steve Tate and Tiger Woods was the first pick in the draft, and I was lucky enough to have that. Henry Picard put it in from 27 yards out. Sam Snead hit a lob wedge right to the edge. Okay, we're almost there. We're on the 3 more groups will be on the first tee, and then we'll start watching the golf tournament. Jimmy Demerit sneaks in. Tiger Woods now 8 under, along with Webb Simpson. And here we go. As I pause it, we're all on the course. Tiger Woods, after 2, is 2 under, and he's got the lead at 9 under as he's birdied the first 2 holes, as you see there. Okay. Let's go to Tiger Woods first. We'll watch Tiger Woods. Walter Hagen. Webb Simpson. Greg Norman. Jimmy Demerit is the other one we'll watch. He is on the 3rd hole. Let's watch golf. Here's Greg Norman on the par 4, 2nd hole. In the middle of the fairway, Webb Simpson tees off, and he's also in the middle of the fairway. Walter Hagen, the leader after 2, has hit a tree. Is that out of bounds? Let's find out. Nope, he'll be hitting that. There's a Walter Hagen safe shot into the fairway. Webb Simpson now. His approach, just short of the green. And Greg Norman is safely on. Walter Hagen attempting to save par here, needs a good chip shot, and he's got a good chip shot. Norman's birdie attempt. And he'll tap that in for a par. Simpson chips up and just misses to the left of the hole. Walter Hagen saves par after that horrible drive. There's Norman's par, and here comes Simpson's par, and we're done. No change on the leaderboard. Woods leading the tournament 9 under. Hagen and Simpson 8 under. Here's Tiger Woods, par 3, 3rd hole. Just over the green. Chipping on. He will have a tough par putt from 7 feet. And he rims it out. He's going to bogey, drop down to 8 under. And we now have a 3-way tie for first place. Jimmy DeMerit on the 4th hole pushes his drive. He's in the rough. DeMerit's approach shot on the par 4 372-yard hole is a good one. DeMerit's 14-foot putt. And he's around the hole and in. 4-way tie for first place on top here of the leaderboard. Next up, Norman Simpson and Hagen on hole number 3. Par 3, 172 yards. Greg Norman just on the front. Webb Simpson. Rolls back into the trap. And Walter Hagen, who's also 8 under. He's in the bunker. Hagen will be first up. And there's a beautiful shot. Webb Simpson. A little bit too long. He's going to have a tough putt coming back to save par as Greg Norman's long birdie putt moves towards the hole. And he'll safely tap that in when it's his turn. Simpson chips up. Hagen misses his par putt, taps it in for a bogey. Greg Norman pars the hole and Simpson bogeys. Well, we've got a change up top. Woods and DeMerit now lead 8 under. Hagen, Norman, and Simpson 7 under. Let's see, are there anybody else making any moves on the course? Bobby Cruikshank is 5 under for the day, 6 under for the tournament. Tons of golfers up top. This could be anybody's tournament. Here's Tiger Woods on the par 4, 4th hole. Right in the middle. Woods approach. On the front of the green, he'll have, a 25-foot putt for his birdie attempt. Just falls off at the end. Tap that in to save par. No changes. Here's Jimmy DeMerit on the par 3, 5th hole. And it's a beauty right in the middle, but it will roll back. He almost got on top. He's going to have an uphill putt of 41.5 feet for a birdie, too. And he just goes by the left of the hole. Taps it in for his par. Off to hole number 4 to watch Norman Simpson and Hagen. Greg Norman down the middle. Norman 7 under, stroke back. Webb Simpson, also a nice drive. And lastly, Walter Hagen. Everybody's in the fairway here. Hagen to the green. It's a beauty. Greg Norman pushes his shot a little bit, but will be on the green. He'll have a long putt. And Webb Simpson. A little bit too much club for Webb. He's going to have the longest putt of them all. It will be from 57 feet for a birdie. And he just misses to the right. Norman's birdie attempt. He goes by the hole on the left. And Hagen misses on the right. We all should tap these in. 1, 2, 3. Everybody saves par. The leaderboard now has a new name on it. Bobby Cruikshank. He's through 14. He's 6 under for the day. We'll add him and we'll keep going. Tiger Woods on the par 3 fifth hole. Woods will have a birdie putt. 12-footer. And he goes by on the right. We'll tap that in for a par. Jimmy Demaret up next. Demaret on the par 4 sixth. He's in the fairway. Jimmy Demaret's approach. He's going to have a makeable birdie attempt here. And he drops it in the hole. Jimmy Demaret now leads Tiger Woods by 1 after 6 holes. Anybody else making a move? Nope. A bunch of guys, as you can see, at 6 under. We'll get our first link at Bobby Cruikshank here on the 15th hole. 15th's a par 3. That ball's going to be just on the fringe. Here's his birdie attempt. And he's going to tap it in for a par. Cruikshank is on my team, the Vegas Aces. On to Greg Norman on the 5th, par 3. That is going to be on the green, and it's going to roll back down the hill. Webb Simpson. Will this get up top? It does. Great shot. Walter Hagen, 2 over for today's round. He's a little long and to the left. He'll be chipping up first. There it is. Good shot. Up next, Norman's uphill putt. And that's also a good putt. Simpson for a birdie. Here's his attempt. Just misses left. Everybody should tap in for a par. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. We go on to the next hole. No changes on the leaderboard. Tiger Woods stroke back on the 6th, par 4. He's going to just go off the fairway to the left. His approach. It's a good one. Here comes an 8-foot birdie attempt. He's not. Oh! That bent towards the hole, but he has to tap it in for a par. Still no change on the leaderboard. Jimmy Demaret, hole number 7. It's a par 5. 534 yards. For some golfers, it's reachable in 2. Demaret, however, is not going to reach it in 2. Here comes his approach. Pin high to the right, but going to roll back a little bit. And here comes his putt from 19 feet. Misses the birdie putt to the right, taps it in for the par. Still no change in the leaderboard. Except Bruce Crampton finds his way to 7 under. We're going to have a lot of players we're watching today. Next up, speak of the devil, is Bruce Crampton on the 10th. Just down the left side. His approach shot will be short and to the right. He'll need a good chip here. And he's got it. Crampton taps it in, remains 7 under par. Jimmy DeMeritt leads Tiger Woods by 1 and leads a whole host of golfers by 2. Bobby Cruikshank up next. Just over a tree, almost in the fairway. His approach on the par 4, 482-yard hole is on the front of the green. A 56-foot birdie attempt. And he'll tap that in for his par. But he missed it. He pushed the putt. He's going to drop a stroke back. And with that, Bobby Cruikshank is off the TV cameras. But Xander Schauffele comes on. McDonald Smith is also 7 under. Quite a group. Everybody's going to get to be shown on TV today. Greg Norman from the 6th, par 4, 448 yards. Webb Simpson's drive. Right down the middle. And Walter Hagen. Good drive in the fairway for Walter. Webb Simpson up first. His approach to the 448-yard par 4, just off the back of the green. Greg Norman safely on. And Walter Hagen pushes a little bit to the right, and he goes over the green. He'll be hitting first here, chipping on the hole. And he just missed putting it in. Norman's birdie putt misses. Webb Simpson's putt will miss. Everybody taps their putts in for pars now, and we got the leaderboard. DeMeritt still leading Woods by a stroke. Whole host of golfers at 7 under. Tiger Woods, hole number 7, par 5. Pushes the drive in the dreaded tree sound. He has to come out sideways, and he's going to lose a stroke or 2 here. Well, a good chip shot and 1 putt, he'll save par. Let's see if he can do it. Well, the chip shot's there. Now let's find out if he can sink this putt. It's from 16 feet. He did. He saved par. Unbelievable. Tiger Woods remains a stroke behind Jimmy DeMeritt. Jimmy DeMeritt pulls that a little bit. He's in the trees. I don't know if he's blocked. We'll find out here with his second shot. He was blocked. He had to punch it out into the fairway. Now he's got to do the same thing Tiger did and try to save par. Demerit's approach shot is in this bunker. Saving par is going to be a problem. Good shot, but he's only going to lose one stroke. And he falls back to 8 under. Tiger Woods now tied with him. Roberto DiVincenzo joins the group at 7 under. There's a whole host of guys now. In the clubhouse with 67's Calvin Peete and Sam Snead's 6 under in the clubhouse. Bruce Crampton. He's in the fairway. Bruce Crampton is a Steve Tate golfer. There's his approach. Long birdie putt from 51 feet. And he'll have a tester here from 6 feet for his par. And he will miss it. Bruce Crampton's going to drop a stroke. Well, actually, that was a par 5. So he didn't drop a stroke. Remains at 7. How many golfers we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 golfers at 7. We'll watch those for a while. If it doesn't thin out, we'll cut it down to Woods and Demerit. First time today, Xander Schauffele on TV. He's on the green, the par 3, 134-yard par 3. And McDonald Smith right at the pin. Schauffele's birdie attempt will miss to the right. Smith's attempt, it's good. Taps in for a par. And now we've got 3 golfers at 8 under, which means these guys go off. We'll catch up with them if warranted. But we're going to watch Woods, Demerit, and Smith all at 8 under. Tiger Woods in the fairway. I think out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone else up on the leaderboard. Woods approach on the 410 par 4. It's on the green. He will have a 30-foot birdie putt. Misses to the left. Taps it in. Tiger Woods with his par. Look at everybody at 8 now. Greg Norman birdied. He's back in. Hagen birdie and Webb Simpson birdied. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players all tied at 8. Here's Jimmy Demerit. In the fairway. His approach, going to be a good one. Here comes his 20-foot birdie attempt. And he will, tap it in for a par. Whole host of people at 8 as we continue. McDonald Smith on the 16th par 4. And that ball's going right It hit a cart bath and got a little extra bounce. Here's his approach. Dead center of the green. 37-foot birdie attempt. And should he be successful, tap it in and save par. Leaderboard still with 6 players, all at 8 under. You can see them there. Here comes Greg Norman off the tee, pushes it to the right, and hits a tree. Webb Simpson in the fairway. Walter Hagen tees off. He's also in the fairway. Greg Norman from a mess he was in will be hitting again, I would think. No, Webb Simpson's hitting. And he's on the top level of the green. Walter Hagen. Great shot. And Greg Norman. Also a great shot. Norman has a chance to save par here in a minute. Simpson's downhill putt. Just misses. Greg Norman's par putt also just misses. Drops it in for bogey. Hagen birdies the hole. Goes to 8 under. He is tied with the lead, I think. 9 under. There it is. He's a stroke up on everybody else. Greg Norman goes and drops down. There's the 5 golfers we have on the top of the leaderboard. Who do we see next? We see Tiger Woods on the 9th, par 4. 436 yards, just over the traps into the fairway. His approach, looking good. 12, 15 footer. His Woods birdie attempt, and he puts it in, and he's going to be tied with Walter Hagen. That gives me the option of shutting these guys off and watching the 2 leaders, Hagen and Woods, battle it out. Here's Walter Hagen on the 9th hole. Just rolls into the first cut of rough. Hagen's approach shot's a little strong, but he's putting. Here comes the putt down the hill. And that's a good putt from that distance. Excuse me for yawning. Long day. He puts it in for his par. No change on the leaderboard. Let's go to Tiger Woods. Woods on the 10th. Here comes Woods' approach shot with a lob wedge. He should have good control with this club. A little bit long, but he's putting for a birdie, maybe 10, 12 feet. 17 feet. Here's the putt. He misses considerably to the right. Taps it in now for the par. Still no change. Our leaders are at 9 under as we go to Walter Hagen. Here's Walter Hagen's drive on the par 4 10th hole. Sand wedge to the green. And a 20-foot birdie attempt. Oh, can't get much closer than that without going in. Just rolls it in the cup. Still tied 9 under with a host of golfers at 8 right behind him. Tiger Woods on the 11th hole, par 5. This is definitely an eagle attempt for him if he can get a club on this ball without the rough getting in his way. Not quite. Is Hagen David's golfer? No. Walter Hagen's Buckshot's golfer. Tiger Woods on in 3, going to hit an uphill putt for a birdie attempt. He will go by on the left, take his time, tap this in so he doesn't drop a stroke. That's in the hole. And Roberto DiVincenzo is now at 10 under. He has 4 under for the round, Hagen even. Tiger Woods 2 under. And once again, that whole host of golfers at 8 under. We will catch up with Walter Hagen here in a moment from the 11th, par 5. Here comes his approach. He's going to use a 5-iron. And Hagen has an eagle putt coming up. And he's going to drop it in. And just like that, Walter Hagen's got a lead in the tournament, 1 ahead of DiVincenzo, 2 ahead of Tiger Woods, all of them through 11. Who's going to win this tournament? We're all on the back 9. DiVincenzo, who just took the lead in the tournament, is just off the fringe of this green. Tiger Woods to the left. Will it stay up or will it roll in the water? It stayed up. Woods chips it up. Will tap it in for his par. Roberto DiVincenzo does belong to David. That's correct. Tiger Woods pars. DiVincenzo pars. Hagen still with a 1-stroke lead over DiVincenzo, 2 strokes over Woods. The leader in the clubhouse is McDonald Smith. Walter Hagen tees off here on the 12th hole, par 3. Here comes Walter Hagen. Nope. Yeah, that's Walter Hagen's putt. Sorry. Going to be short. And we'll tap that in for a par. And he remains 1 stroke ahead of DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo and Woods on the same hole. DiVincenzo's drive here on the 13th is in the bunker. Here comes Tiger Woods. And Woods is going to be short of the bunker. He'll be hitting first. His 7-iron to the green on this par 4, and it's a beauty. DiVincenzo, also a nice-looking shot. He's slightly off the green, but that looks good to me. Chips up. And he almost put it in. Here's Wood's birdie putt, and he misses. A little too hard. Woods drops it in for a par. No change on the leaderboard. As we go on to the 13th hole, Walter Hagen. To the right. I think he may have a shot out of here. He does not. He has to chip it up in. Well, he's across the fairway into the rough. Hagen to the green. It's a nice one. Here comes his par save. And he's going to put it in to save par. Walter Hagen remains one stroke up at 11 under. DiVincenzo 10 under. Tiger Woods 9 all through 13. DiVincenzo, David's golfers in the fairway. Tiger Woods pulls the ball to the left. He will have no chance for an eagle on this hole. Woods, it's his approach remains in the rough. DiVincenzo, it looks good. No, it's fading to the right. He's in the water. Unbelievable. Woods to the green. DiVincenzo's ball just faded at the end and went in the water. He's going to have to take a drop. He does. Chips it up. That was his fourth shot. He's got to sink this putt after Woods putts. This is Woods' birdie putt attempt. DiVincenzo's going to have to sink this putt to save par. Just misses on the right. He will drop a stroke as Wood puts it in for the par, and DiVincenzo puts it in for the bogey. Reviewing the leaderboard, Hagen at 11 under, Woods and DiVincenzo tied at 9 under. We go to Walter Hagen's going to be playing the 14th. Will he have a chance to be on in 2? Let's find out. Nope, not even trying. Here comes Hagen's third shot. He pulls it into the bunker. He needs to get up and down in 2, I mean. And that's a beauty. He should be able to tap this par putt in, which he does. Good hole. Still 2 strokes up on Woods and DiVincenzo, who we're about to see. On the 15th hole, it's a par 3. Woods to the left, off the green. DiVincenzo, 134 yards away, pushes that ball to the right. Way too much club. He'll be putting first, even though Woods isn't on the green. His birdie attempt will be several feet short of the hole. Here comes Woods with a little lob wedge, and he'll have a tap in for his par. DiVincenzo's par attempt, and it circles the hole. It doesn't go in. He's going to bogey the hole. Woods pars. There's a change on the leaderboard. DiVincenzo's back to 8. We'll temporarily leave him off. Follow Woods and Hagen. Hagen 2 strokes up. Hagen on the 15th. Par 3. He puts it on. 26-foot birdie attempt for Hagen. He misses severely to the right. Will he be able to put this putt in to save par? You bet. Around the hole and in. McDonald Smith still a clubhouse leader with 8 under 66 today. Did anybody shoot anything better? I do not see it. Tiger Woods on the 16th hole, par 4. His approach safely in the center. I don't know if safely is going to be enough today. Woods birdie attempt. And there he goes. He puts in a tough birdie attempt. And he is only 1 stroke back Walter Hagen, who we're going to watch play that very same hole right now. Dog leg to the right. Hagen goes left. Good shot out of the trouble behind the trees, and he's over the last set of trees. He needs to put this close. Well, not going to be much closer than that. He needs to tap this in for a par. That shot might have won him the tournament. 1 stroke lead on Tiger Woods. We go to Tiger Woods. He's playing the 17th hole. He's running out of holes. 328-yard par 4. Here comes the chip. And he's got a birdie attempt here. From 3 feet, he drops it in, and it is a tied tournament at 11, Tiger Woods and Walter Hagen. Hagen now to play that very same hole. Right in the middle of the fairway. His approach is shortened to the right. He's got a long putt, but it is a birdie putt. It's from 35 feet. And it's going to be a good putt from that distance. He will tap this in to remain 11 under par. Through 17th, both golfers tied at 11 under. Can someone win this in regulation, or are we going to have to go to a playoff? 18th hole, we go to Tiger Woods. And the first cut of rough on the right. His approach shot will be a lob wedge. And he sticks it. He's going to have a 10-foot birdie attempt. And he puts it in the hole to take a 1-stroke lead on the 18th hole. Tiger Woods goes to 12 under par. Walter Hagen needs to birdie to tie. Hagen 2 under for the round. Woods 67 finishes with a 67 and 12 under. Is that enough to win? Let's find out. Let's go to the 18th hole. Walter Hagen's drive right down the middle. Well, maybe not down the middle, to the right, but in the fairway. Here comes his second shot with a pitching wedge. It is a good one, not quite as good as Woods, but he's got to attempt. He's got to sink this putt to tie Woods. And he puts it right in the hole. Both Tiger Woods and Walter Hagen sink birdie putts on 18. This is all tied after regulation. We're going to sudden death playoff. Here we go. No, it's not out. I guess what? I stunned myself. Please forgive me. For some reason, I thought it was the fourth round of the tournament. I got so wrapped up in it. I apologize. It's the end of round 3. There you have a look at the leaderboard to begin round 4, which we will do tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. There you go. I don't know how I transported myself, but I managed to do that. I guess I have an excuse. At 74 years old, I can transport myself all over the place. Well, let's take a look at the leaderboard since it's there. Tiger Woods, Walter Hagen tied 12 under. They will be teeing off at 11:10 tomorrow morning. McDonald, Smith, and Roberto Di Vincenzo, 8 under, 4 strokes back. They'll be teeing off at 11, followed by a host of golfers at 7 under. I want to thank David Landau for checking in. Sorry I misspoke. I almost ended this tournament a round too early. We'll see everybody here tomorrow at 7 p.m. For the 4th round of the tournament. Let's go. Got to get out of that screen. There's only one way I know to get out of it. Someday I'll learn the right way out. Hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday evening. We're Field of Dreams baseball season 14 about to start. Hockey draft is about to start. It's a busy time here at Field of Dreams, right here from Field of Greens, the 3rd round of the At&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am Open. Hagen and Woods tied for the lead. Tune in tomorrow, see who wins. Have a nice evening.